Hey, yo, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the All Pro JAFFOs year-end show, bringing you the highly elevated sports talk for the highly elevated sports fan. Of course, I'm your host, JP.
Hey, yo.
With me, as always, the 6'10 beast from the southeast, Mr. Country K.
I ain't scared of you, motherfucker.
And the greatest DJ in the entire fucking world, Mr. DJ Mad Sticks.
Nobody tells DJ Request what to play.
And welcome, people. Year-end, Monday is New Year's. Just gonna kind of recap a little bit of what happened this year, some things that are in play for next year, but definitely wanted to recap and talk a little bit about uh what's going on or what happened this year and things that we're looking forward to. So Matchsticks,
What up?
your year in review. How was it? What are you looking forward to coming up in 2024?
Oh man, it's been a great year. Just keep getting busier and busier. Man, I feel like I've been all over the world this year. It's been a marathon. 2024, just looking to just keep growing. Keep growing the business. Looking to probably do a whole lot more touring this year. So I'll probably be on the road even more this year. Right before the end of the year, I added another artist under the belt that I DJ for. So now I'm at 5 artists that I'm the official DJ for. So it's gonna be a journey. All of them ready to work, and they ready to work. I'll stay ready to work. So you ain't got to get ready if you stay ready. So let's go.
Yes, sir. Hey, Josh Hammond on my way to WWE Live. Just want to, oh, I appreciate it, Dove. Love you too, my friend. Go enjoy the show, man. Go enjoy the show. Mr. Country K, the year in review for you and things you're looking forward to the next year.
Um, all 2023, I've been hurt, so I really I haven't really thought about too much. Outside of the trips we've been on and watching all these quality football games, just kind of want to continue that going for 2024.
And Derek Duncan, what is going on, Mr. Duncan, the owner of the A7FL West, in here with the chat. For myself, I mean, we build and build, or we've been trying to build and build every year that we've been doing this, and you know what we did with or have been doing and are going to continue to keep doing with um those like the Bay Area Cali Classic. Shout out to Leslie and Gunner Sports. Um, what we did or what we've been doing this year was a little bit different. Um, when it came to the San Jose State, the travel stuff, yeah, it got a little difficult for us this year, but next year is definitely going to be a lot better for us going into that. Uh, really excited for things that are going on or have happened with the A7FL. Um, the championship, going and seeing that this year was a great experience for me at least. Uh, and then everything that's kind of led up to that point, the partnerships that we've developed, um, it everything that kind of happened next or this year is going to catapult what's going to happen for us in 2024. And I really do think that 2024 is probably going to be the best year that we've had. And there's going to be a lot of things that are going to be coming up that I'm really excited for. And I can't wait for. So 2024, ready for it. 2023, it's been fun. But time to move the fuck on. This year went by pretty damn quick. It almost feels like things that happened earlier in the year made things it feels like it was a while ago, but it wasn't. It was all just a couple of months ago that a lot of this stuff happened. So we're we're thankful for everyone who's been supporting us and being with us throughout this whole time, including this year. And um, we can't wait for 24 to come up for you guys to see what exactly we have brewing. So with that being said, um, next year things are going to be looking a little different. We're going to try and make everything a little bit more crisp. Uh, how we format things, how we talk about things, talking with people, um, bringing more of the artists of the week, yeah, stuff, which we have at the end of the show later today or later tonight. Um, but there's again a lot of things that I'm super excited for. Can't wait to talk about it. And yeah, that's it. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us on this lovely Friday evening. When I say that's it, I don't mean that's the end of the show. I mean that's the end of the
It's like, damn, that's the quickest show
that
we
would
done
be the
ever
quickest
had.
fucking show we've ever had. Yeah, hello, thank you, and
All
goodbye.
right, goodbye. See you next year.
But no, again, we appreciate everybody, and we're looking forward to 2024. Before we move on to our first topic of the day, we just want to give a quick shout out and the message from our friends over at Raise Energy.
What's up, Jaffo Army? JP here, the All Pro Jaffos, bringing you a message from our proud partners over at Raise Energy. Raise Energy takes a giant leap of faith with instilling a high quality formula to bring the consumer a powerful yet sustained energetic experience to help us put your workouts and focus in general to the very next level. Perfect for anyone at any time. Raise Energy has become the most popular, the best rated energy drink on the market to date, with a phenomenal flavor profile that puts most of the competitors just downright to shame. Powered by the enhanced Refresh technology, Raise Energy delivers with a performance enhancing energy drink profile that aids in the most often overlooked categories, which include targeted focus, enhanced recovery time, as glycogen becomes depleted, improve clean energy levels, boost in stamina and in hydration. Most importantly, each can of Raise has absolutely 0 calories, 0 sugar, 0 carbohydrates to give you a smarter and healthier option. You should not have to drink or settle for any other energy drink that contains more sugar and carbohydrates than you can count. Instead, opt for the smart choice with the #1 fan voted energy drink on the planet with Raise Energy Drink. Use the promo code ALPHARAISE at checkout to get 15% off of your order. Demand more. Join the Raise Rebellion. Let them know the JAFFOs sent you.
Hey everybody, go to repsports.com. That's reppsports.com. Use the promo code ALPHARACE, 15% off your order. Raise Energy, demand more. First topic of the day, and before I get that, Kay, yeah, you were hurt all year, but Derek said you were healthy enough to whoop his ass in a sprint during the uh, during the championship weekend. So that just goes to show, Derek, 100% Country K is much faster.
No,
Um,
100%, I would have left Cole in my dust. Shout out to Cole.
but the first topic that we wanted to get into a little bit was the situation that's going on with Russell Wilson, Sean Payton, and the Denver Broncos. Now, Kay, in the beginning of the year, you had a pretty good amount of faith because, again, you being a Bucks fan, you dealt with, Sean Payton with New Orleans that whole time. So now, having that faith. But now that we've seen what's been going on. Russell Wilson coming out, basically, they gave him a deadline for him to renew or restructure the contract, or else he would be benched. Um, but with all that's been said and all that we've kind of been predicting, Kay, for you, is this something that's actually a little bit surprising to you?
Yes and no. It's surprising all this bullcrap happening after they played really well this year. Like they started out shitty, then they figured it out and got on a run of wins, and then this shit happens. Like it's kind of weird. Like they had a real good, legitimate chance to be like in the playoffs and be in a nice, good spot, but I don't even know now. You know what I mean? Because I don't even know if they won this past Sunday, and then they're gonna have Stead play the rest of the games, the last two games. They're still at odds, so I really don't know.
Matchsticks, when you were sawing this, what was something that you were thinking?
It was just weird. Like, you got like 2 games left of the season. Just you gonna bench somebody the last 2 games of the season, but like they said, Sean Payton kind of had it out for him. At the beginning of the season, or like kind of into it. They was wanting him to restructure his contract and to take that injury clause out, or he was gonna be benched, and not taking no clause out. That's protecting my body, so you can. I'll ride the bench. Hey, at least I know I ain't finna get hurt, but you still paying me though. So
Well, when it comes to the pay, that's the craziest thing about it.
mm-hmm.
Because, I mean, face it, the Broncos gave up fucking everything
Mm-hmm.
to get Russell Wilson and then paid him at the time he was paid a historic contract. So to have this now, I mean, I got to look at it from this way because I've actually been seeing a lot of pundits like this. Actually, I mean, I don't necessarily agree with the talking heads all that much, but this time the understanding of it of if I'm Russell Wilson, why would I want to do any of that? Why would I want to restructure like y'all paid me this,
Right.
and now because the head coach and stuff like that feels some type of way, we're gonna restructure his. It's like it's kind of one of those. Well, y'all fucked up and made the contract.
Mm-hmm.
Why do I gotta suffer for it? So now with this benching, there's a lot of talk about, oh, where's Russell Wilson gonna play next? Which I can ask you guys, where do you think he would fit? But I wanted to, and I will, but I wanted to point this out. The amount of dead cap money that the Broncos are going to suffer from because of this, if they let him go, cut him, trade, whatever it may be, bro, we're talking over $30 million for the next 4 years in
Mm-hmm.
dead cap money. You're not going to be able to build a team like that.
I mean, they gave up the house for him, so
I
you
mean,
finna just continue to give up the house.
well, but then here's my question to y'all. If you're a team that's struggling for a quarterback, right? Would you not just trade for Russell Wilson, but take on the full contract? Or would you basically, oh yeah, we'll take him, but y'all are going to eat some of that. Y'all are going to
Oh
eat
yeah,
a good
they
amount.
definitely gonna eat some. Yeah, and I see them going to a team like like the Raiders didn't do. They're not gonna get a good enough draft, so they can have somebody that's somewhat he may fit their scheme. With what's the name, so I can see him kind of going there. Really, it's about the only team, really. At
So the
this point,
Raiders, the
yeah,
only team?
yeah. I mean, who else really need a quarterback?
I mean, Atlanta comes to mind.
Atlanta damn near made the playoffs though, so they didn't do.
Yeah, but who would you rather have, Desmond Ritter or Russell Wilson?
Russell for
Mm,
fucking 5,000, Alex.
yeah.
So then, Cabe, the question goes to you now. Though, where do you think he would go, or do you think teams would? I'll let you. Here's something that comes to my mind. But where do you think he would go, or where it would be a good fit?
Fit. Um, Honestly, I think he could be able to stay right where he at based on how they played this season. You know what I mean? I think this just one of these rough patches.
In Denver.
Yeah, because I mean, people looking at it like this a bad thing, but Sean, like I agree with both sides. Like Russell should be paid because it's his body, but at the same time, Russell also, I agree with Sean. You should also like sacrifice some of this bread so you can get another player. You talking about you need help and you finna take your whole money that they paid you. You know you got paid a ridiculous amount, fam. Like you know that. Like as an athlete and as a shit, you got your money. You hit, but at the same time, in the midst of you hitting, what are you gonna actually get out of that? Like, yeah, you're a Super Bowl champion in your stats already. You could possibly be a Hall of Famer, second, third, fourth ballot Hall of Famer. But like, what else? Like, if you go to the Broncos and you bring them something and you get in that ring with Peyton, you're a guaranteed false ballot Hall of Famer, bro. Guaranteed. So you probably should think, do I want every dollar or do I want to go get somebody good? Like you a real deal, sacrifice your bread, trade Jared Judy and go get a motherfucker for like D Hop from the damn Titans, because you know he's tired of being over there. Man, so you can go get players. You get what I'm saying? So
But okay, so if he stays in Denver, then my next question to you would be, what needs to be done to essentially mend this relationship between Sean Payton and Russell Wilson?
it ain't shit, man. Look, I don't think that shit funky like that. Like how everybody making it seem. It's the same way with like going to my championship team in 2020. Bruce Arians was calling Brady out all the fucking time. Like if you remember, like that streak we was losing games, Bruce Arians was calling Tom out, and everybody was overreacting to shit. Oh my God, like we never seen this kind of thing. Like, is it trouble in Tampa? Like, you know what I mean? Like it was a whole thing. And I feel like the fact that they did that, it's like it's more of a business move, but it's a dumb business move. But at the same time, if they looking at it like, can we legitimately beat the Chiefs in the playoffs? Can we legitimately beat the Colts? Can we legitimately beat the Bills? Can we legitimately beat these other teams that's going to be in the playoffs out of the AFC? I don't know. So if they got those question marks, you probably should shut it down, especially Cortland Sutton out this week.
Hmm.
So you might want to just shut it down like they did and just make it seem like there's scrutiny and shit like that. But it's real deal. Like they trying to conduct business because they got to get rid of Jared Duty, sorry ass. And then they also got to get O-line depth. And that's a Florida boy. So if I'm calling a Florida boy trash, I'll let you know. Like he
So then,
fast. Like I said, he's a Tyreek Hill, low key.
so then, where do you think all of this is? I mean, because I'm seeing, Ryan Clark saying like, "Oh, you didn't see Sean Payton going like in on Drew Brees like this, or or asking him to restructure contract, or just making it again. What would be the point if nobody really knows if the situation is bad like that? Why would that story? I mean, we can probably guess why, but why do you think that's a conversation that's being had if that might not really be the case?
All right. So to your first question that people have been saying that I've heard as well. Uh, show me some clips with Drew Brees doing some dumbass shit like Russell outside of that game they played us in his last game as a Saint. Except for that last game as a Saint where he threw 3 picks in the playoffs. When is Drew Brees doing some dumbass shit on the field? That's what I'm saying. So if you're gonna compare them, you got to understand those parts. Russell has moments where he does some dumbass shit. Like that's just reality. Like you do some dumbass shit, bro. So you gotta own up to it. So by that being said, it's like stop comparing Drew to him because Russell, to be honest with you, if you all of the shit's true, he had his head up his ass. So he really gotta be humble. And last season humbled him because he obviously came back in shape this season. They start figuring it out, and they worked really well. I feel like next season they gonna be rolling motherfuckers, and they gonna fucking lead the that division. They gonna probably beat the Chiefs out for that division
Really?
next season. Yeah, because if you look at it, I said this shit. I said once Sean Payton got there, I said watch they be fucking good, but then that fucking 70-20 loss or whatever the fuck to the Dolphins made me look stupid as shit. But then they started playing well. You know what I'm saying? They started playing well, and I was like, I still got hope. They started playing well, so with that,
Derek was putting here that yeah, I mean, yeah, he just said that Drew was never dumb at the position, and then he was also bringing up the Vikings, Falcon or Atlanta, Titans, Saints, Raiders, Commanders, Giants, and Patriots. Essentially, so 4, 5, 6, 8,
fluid. All right,
about a
so hold
quarter
on.
of the league.
Gotta stop him.
Needs a quarterback.
He'll sit on the Titans for sure. He not gonna
But
go
then
to
my
that.
but then my next question comes to this, because I think if I'm those teams looking for a quarterback, I want to play this smart. You know that, especially if you're the Raiders, being in the same division, you know that if the Broncos cut him, it is going to be an absolute detriment to that franchise. They're going to be pretty much a scrub franchise for the next 10 years because of the dead cap and everything that would happen if they cut him. Do you wait for that to happen? Or
I
do
was personally,
you offer a trade?
yeah. I'm honestly, Derek made a very good point with the Titans. He would fit on the Titans, but the Titans can't afford him. All these other teams, well, the Patriots too, because if Bill stays, he'll fit with the Patriots for sure. But
Mhm.
outside of that,
Yeah, but
nah.
the Patriots historically never they don't really pay out guys like that.
He said they could get Flacco, but yeah, The problem is Flacco. Everybody knows Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco only played well at late in the season. Like the first 14 games, that motherfucker's retarded. I'm sorry, he's dumb.
Immediately to the I'm sorry. My bad. Oh shit.
And shout out to Jet Black, Jeff James. I know he tuned in, so the feature artist later. He's
Yeah,
tuned
seen
in.
that,
He kind of
man.
chimed in up there. There he is. Yeah.
Sir, yes sir.
Yep.
Trap talk, yes sir.
Talk.
Yeah, y'all are gonna hear that later on. But I mean, what would you, Matt Six? Would you wait it out, or would you try and make a trade?
I think it's gonna be one of these teams who really like you got it's kind of like those you like really chasing the ring like this next year that's gonna pick him up. So you gonna find somebody who's like, I mean, everybody chasing the ring, but somebody who's like really like at that point but just missing like that, that component, to kind of get over that hump. So I think somebody's gonna trade for him, or at least attempt to trade for him.
Derek says it make the donkeys carry 50% of the contract. And then he said he's great if you don't ask him to win the game. He's Trent Dilfer reincarnated.
Yeah, he talking
Damn.
about the original Joe Cool. I disagree with that strongly. Strongly. Like I'm talking about strongly disagree with that. But it's all good. He's a Detroit Lions fan. They've been good only this year, so whatever.
Oh, that was about
About
Flacco, he said.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was about Flack.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, if he was saying that about Russ, I was like, damn.
Nah, if I had to put Joe Flacco, the first 14 games of the season, he's Josh McCown. And then this motherfucker turns into Drew Brees those last goddamn 4 games. I don't know what he get Peyton Manning-esque. He be lasering some. Hey, did you see him tonight? Holy crap, bro! That first half, Joe Flacco was out there looking like Brady in his prime.
I don't know where the hell it's been coming from, but I'm waiting for it to
Hold on, I want to cut
spectacularly
you
blow
off.
up in the Browns' face as only it could for Cleveland. Like it's, but I'm not sitting here saying that I'm not impressed. But how long can he sustain this? How long can he sustain that success? But I mean, going back to Russ and the Broncos. I mean, oh, I agree with Mad Six in a sense. As there is going to be a team out there that's probably going to be extremely interested, especially if that team is, you know, desperate, we should say. And I'm looking at Russell. Like, I don't think like the Broncos organization can't be that dumb to cut him, right? They can't be that dumb to do that.
Hey, look, you got to remember who owns the Broncos now. They gonna roll back them prices every motherfucking day, fam. I'm gonna let you know that. They gonna roll them bitches back. I'm telling you.
That's just literally a
Derek is
in
talking
the
from
second year of the contract. Talking about they benched him for Stidham? For Stidham.
Hey, you gotta be really mad at somebody. To me, it's like, I mean, even Russ got in there and talked about it. You know, he said it himself. So it's just it's just a weird ass situation. I mean, we just look at it from the outside, so we don't know all the inside. You know, we just, we see what we see on social media, and what the media, puts out.
Derek saying they benched him to make a statement. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely to make a statement, but that's cool. But this statement might end up fucking your franchise.
He should just move his shit in
So,
the Sean Payton office since he won the office. Go sit next to him.
I mean, is
for
what it.
real.
We'll see how it goes for them and what they decide to do. But it is pretty ugly and it is pretty fucking weird that it's kind of going on the way it's going on. But the eyes will obviously all be on it. So we'll see
Hey,
what
do he even
happens.
show up? Do he even show up to these next 2 games?
He have to. He got to get paid.
I was gonna say I
I
think
mean,
he's contractually obligated to at least show up at the minimum.
hey, shit, I got enough. I ain't showing that you gonna bench me. I ain't showing up to the last 2. Fuck y'all.
Hey, you know what? If I'm Russell Wilson,
I got money. I don't need to pay for the last 2. I'm staying
hey,
home.
if I'm Russell Wilson, I might do that. Just that. Well, you're gonna get fined your game check. That's cool.
Yep.
If something happens to Stidham, who you got left?
Yep. Y'all want to make a statement? I'll make a statement too. Shit, I'll sit at home.
Here,
Y'all remember the
let
team
me
that
help you sabotage the
Right.
franchise.
Yep.
Let me help you to do that
Hey, y'all got to
by making sure that I sit out. You know, it's a weird fucking situation.
What'd you say,
But
Kay?
I said you got to think about the team you talk about. Just about 4 years ago, they had a wide receiver that they got from the grocery store playing quarterback. So we got to remember that. And fucking Derek is talking from the top turnbuckle, dude. This shit is hilarious.
He said they need a donkey version of Flacco. I'm thinking Matt Ryan, the QB. Although the A7FL broadcaster might be better.
Talking about Corey?
uh, when he says Matt Ryan, that don't mean Corey Hammond.
I thought he meant Matt Ryan, the former Falcon, but he means Matt
No, he
Ryan.
did mean the QB, but he said although the broadcaster Our very own voice of the A7FL, Matt Ryan.
Ah,
Matty Ice, didn't he retire? Where is he at now?
yeah, he was trying to get into broadcasting, but people said, nah. Same thing with so.
We're good. Before we move on to the next one, ladies and gentlemen, a quick message from our friends over at Bud Love.
What if I told you that Bud gets better? Introducing Bud Love, the long-awaited herbal blend that's designed to be mixed with your favorite bud and enjoyed together, like the mixer in a cocktail. Bud Love is made from marshmallow leaf, an ancient medicinal herb, the mother cannabinoid, CBG, and rich natural flavors, including terpenes. Offering a wide variety of premium Herbal Plus mixers to complement your favorite strains. Why? Because every bud needs some love. Our carefully formulated blends improve your experience, complementing your favorite flower and bringing out its best qualities. Many bud lovers even report that it helps reduce unwanted side effects like worry, and instead creates a happy, zen feeling. Bud Love contains no cannabis or nicotine. It won't give you a buzz on its own, but when consumed together, it reduces the amount of bud needed to get the feeling you love, allowing your precious flower to last even longer. Bud Love is best enjoyed with your first bud of the day, carefully paired with your favorite strain. Choose from a variety of delicious flavors, ranging from classic to more fruity to natural, as well as tobacco flavored for those who enjoy a spliff. Mix Bud Love and flower in whatever amounts work best for you for a perfect buzz. Whether you're chilling with friends, attending a social event, or going for a hike, experiment and find your own love ratio. Bud Love's unique blends allow you to craft a happier, smoother, and more personalized experience. If you love Bud, then Bud Love is for you. Try it today and help us tell the world that Bud does in fact get better with Bud Love.
Hell yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go to budlove.com. Use that promo code Jaffo Army to get 15% off of your first order. Real quick. Oh shit, let me get that. Yep, there we go. There we go. And then go back to that. Yep, cool. Bowl season is going on right now for college football. And I wanted to see if anybody had like the same thought process. We kind of touched up on it on the basically a pop-up show with the other side of the ball uh on Wednesday, and we got into talking a little bit about like the trophies and stuff like that that have been coming up in these bowl games. And then that brought to mind for the topic that we're going to talk about right now. What are some of the weirdest or the best bowl game trophies or rivalry trophies, whatever, like out there in everyone's opinion? So I had sent it to the group chat, and I don't know if Kay can pop them up or anything right here just yet, but did y'all see the Pop-Tart Bowls trophy?
Yeah, I saw.
That trophy might be my favorite
Yeah,
right now. Um, that trophy, and I have confirmed because that was a question that I was trying to figure out. Also having the question, where the fuck is my lighter? But that trophy does not operate. So, uh, I had mentioned other side of the ball that if it was operational, they can plug it in and then Pop Tarts come out nice and toasted. That would be the ultimate cherry on top. But it has been confirmed it is not operational, which I guarantee somebody will make it operational at some point, or make their own replica that is operational. But when it comes to trophies and stuff that you guys have seen, what are some of the weirdest ones that made you go, "What the hell?" And then what are some of the best ones that you're like, "All right, that's a cool trophy," type of thing? Mad Sticks, I'll start with you.
uh, I guess I just really never pay attention to the trophies. I never watched it that long enough to pay attention to the trophy. When the game over, the game over. I don't need to see no presentations and no extra 30 minutes of people cheering and celebrating. You won, get off the field, go home, do that shit again next year. So I really never pay attention to the what the trophies look like.
So when I showed you the Pop-Tart one, what was your initial thought when you saw it?
That one was pretty dope. I like that one. Yeah, that one was pretty cool. But yeah, I just never sat and thought about, let me check out these trophies. It just, yeah. And I guess just like my time over the past couple of years, I just ain't had time to really, like I watch a game on Sunday, but I just don't have time to really pay attention to that much, like stuff like that in the detail.
Yeah. Derek in the chat here is saying for him the best trophy is the rivalry game between UNLV and Nevada and University of Nevada, Reno. Their trophy is a cannon.
That's it.
Mm.
That's a good one.
And it's an operational cannon. It's something that can be actually used. So I'm like, damn, okay. And he sent a picture of it too. I was like, wow, okay. It's like half of it has UNLV, the other half is University Arena, like the color scheme, how it looks and stuff. That's a pretty sick looking trophy. I'm not gonna lie. Your trophy is a fucking cannon. Is a wartime weapon. Yeah, that's pretty fucking dope. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, what about you?
Just because they're on, I'll say the A7 FL National Championship Trophy. No,
Yeah, that's about the only trophy I got a picture with. Is that one. Yep.
That's a good question. I mean, I only saw a few trophies in person, A7 and the San Jose State, Fresno State.
The Valley Trophy.
Right. I don't know how the fuck I saw this, but I saw I think it's the Axe Trophy, the Wazoo UW trophy that they fight for, the Apple Tree, whatever fuck, I think it's the Axe or some shit like that. Now, I might be wrong on that one, but did you see large trophy for the Pop-Tart and the mascot inside? Yeah, that was the thing. That's what Josh was talking about a second ago, Derek. But
Yes.
I think those are the only
Wait.
ones I saw so far, like in person.
Actually didn't see. He said the whole large trophy for the pop. They sent the mascot inside like a piece of toast, and a 6-foot edible Pop-Tart came out.
Ah.
Oh, yeah.
No, I did not see that. He said dark as shit, but it's smart. I'm like, yeah, it's a little dark. Got an edible mascot in there, and they're eating the Pop-Tart mascot. Yeah, that's a little weird. Not as weird as the fucking Mayo Bowl. That's weird.
Yeah, that shit is. I've seen that. That shit is weird as hell. Fucking eating mayonnaise. I mean, I guess. I mean, I prefer that over them whack ass Super Bowl trophies I seen last year when I was down in Santa Clara. Them dusty son of a bitches. Like you're gonna have a guard there. Nobody give a fuck. You ain't gotta guard that shit. Nobody give a shit about them trophies.
I feel like in both locations, in Arlington and in Santa Clara, both trophy cases are fine. They all dusty as fuck.
Hell yeah, they dusty as hell. Ain't nobody care about that trophy. They got some dude guard like you can get mopped up, but you guard. I'll take that trophy.
30+ years.
Did you guys used to like the national championship trophy? Like the old one, the BCS one?
The crystal?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of
Yeah,
dope.
the crystal was dope. Yeah.
I thought it was cool that it was detachable, that you can just hold the ball. You didn't have to hold. Like I thought for a sec, like when I first like conscious enough to even realize what the hell was going on, I thought like the whole thing, like you had to pick it up. I was like, God, that's a big fucking trophy. I'm like, how are they gonna bit? But no, they just took the crystal and I think that trophy, when it comes for like national title, that's like, I'm sorry, the BCS national title trophy shits on the current college football playoff trophy 100 times over. I honestly think they should have kept the crystal. Like the crystal ball. I think they should have kept that. I don't know the reason. I mean, I guess for a rebrand you need a new trophy, but in my opinion, I would much rather have the BCS crystal ball over the college football playoff trophy at any point. Um, what did you let's see, there's another. Well, okay, what did you think about the Valley trophy? I think that one was pretty fucking nice.
It's pretty dope. The big five.
Got the diamonds and crystals on the V and everything else like that, so it's a pretty nice looking trophy. Let's see. The big game was at Stanford and Cal. They play for so what, a fireman's axe?
That's the game I saw. Okay. I was like, where the fuck did I see the accent? I worked at Stanford for 4 years. All right, it makes sense now. I was like, where the fuck did I see this accent in person? Stanford. Got it. Thank you for bringing that.
So you were talking about the Stanford Cal game, that game. Okay.
Yeah, I said Wazoo and fucking UW. I knew it was like, yeah, no. It's because I worked at Stanford for 4 years, so it makes sense that I saw that damn trophy.
Yeah. What about the guaranteed rate bowl? I had again, again, shout out to the other side of the ball guys in here keeping the chat going and everything else like that. That again, there was a long point in time where we only had like 16 bowl games. Now, as long as you got 6 wins, you're qualified because there's like 30,000 fucking bowl games. Like there's so many that that are out now, and some of them, like, the names are weirder than others. Um, but I saw the Cheez-It Bowl trophy, and the MVP had like a WWE style belt and it had like the Cheez-It logo and everything on it. But I always wanted to. I was wondering about this. You know how some of the trophies, like for example, the Cheez-It Bowl, the Potato Bowl, in the Orange Bowl, the trophy, the bowl has said, if it's a potato bowl, has a shit ton of potatoes inside the trophy. Cheez-It Bowl, there's a shit ton of Cheez-Its. Orange Bowl, etc., etc. You guys, already know. Do they keep them in the bowls when they have them on display?
Hell no, them cheese is gone.
No, you don't think, or at least like put the aesthetic, maybe like fake potatoes or some shit in there to make it look. No,
No, I think because the key to league, they when he was at Kansas and they played in the Orange Bowl right before he came to the league, he bit this shit out that orange. I watched that game. That's what made me fucking love his game because I didn't know who he was before that, and I watched that game just randomly. Let me just watch a game, and Kansas in the Orange Bowl. I'm like, Kansas. All right, let me check this out. He was out there killing. I was like, this dude's nice. But yeah, he bit the shit out that orange. That let me know everything. All them shits was real.
Yeah, them fools hungry after the game. Them cheese is gone.
Yeah, they tearing them up.
so they had a picture of one dude, like they had a big, like, how the Cowboys had that Salvation Army bowl.
Mm-hmm.
It was a bowl like that with a shit ton of box of Cheez-Its in there, like the like grocery store, the big type. And you
Mm-hmm.
got linemen and stuff like that walking over there, like grabbing 3, 4, 5 boxes.
Hell yeah, they're eating that shit. That
And
shit going
everything.
back to the dorm. They're going back to the dorm room.
But I just always wondered, like, with those, do they keep the aesthetic up? Either some may go too far as to keep potatoes and oranges and stuff like that in there, but as soon as they start to go bad and stuff, they just replace them with other ones, type of stuff. Just to, again, kind of keep the aesthetic of it. But if they just empty them out, and I'm sorry, well, where's the fun in that? Like, at that point, just don't even do a bowl. Like, make a fucking potato or an orange or
It's
something
a
like that at the end of the
TV.
trophy.
It's for TV.
So I mean, they probably put that shit in their food storage. You know what I mean? Like, just pick a concession stand that's closest to the runway, put it in their food storage, and just grab the potatoes or the fucking fruit and put it in the bowl. Easiest shit. Just have a runner do it.
Hey, we don't need this shit. Go take this over to the concession stand.
No. Seriously, they probably have that
Are they
shit. Like,
running out of fries over there right now?
they have the real trophy by a guard, and then the runner just goes and get the fruit. Like the guard knows the runner, and the runner knows the guard. They're familiar. They're familiar with his backup. Like if you go take a piss, so they familiar with the runner. So the runner probably go get the fruit and shit. The last 45 seconds of the goddamn game, throw it in there real fast so they can run out with the trophy. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fuck, Derek just got. He said, "Remember when Dak reached inside and got the sandwich this
Here we
year?"
go.
It was
Or
turkey
he
leg.
said the turkey leg. Yeah.
Here we go.
He said that's some serious shit. I would be to be worried about.
He said y'all
And
smoke
then
too
he,
much.
yeah, and then he goes to say, y'all smoke too much. I'm like, you know what? No, we don't. Yeah,
Man, I'm only on my first joint of the day, Derek. This is lightweight. I gotta be to work at fucking 4 in the morning too, though. So, but I'll be you bet you tomorrow night when I come home. I gotta work on music for New Year. Oh yeah.
I was gonna say you got New Year's gig on Sunday.
Yep.
Be tough. What about what was it that
Here we go. Here we go.
there was a trophy that I forgot what bowl game or whatever it was, but the team had won and they were celebrating with it in the locker room, and dude ended up breaking the trophy.
Oh, shit. I
And
don't
like it
know.
was a nice one too. It like shattered everywhere type of. It was almost like a crystal type, but I'm trying to remember what bowl game that was that they were.
I remember that.
God damn it. I don't even remember what I just remember the dudes were celebrating with it, and then just the football or whatever that was on top of it, doop, fell right off and just boom, shattered. I was like, well, whoever dropped is getting cut tomorrow.
Tonight. Fuck that. You can't even make the trip back. You might as well you might as well just
You
get in
can
the
Uber
Greyhound.
home, goddamn
Hit the Greyhound, sir.
it. I saw the Crab Bowl one. So they got
Wisconsin.
They got that one.
It was the Mayo Bowl
Oh, the Mayo.
where he was and broke that shit.
The Mayo.
Yep, the Mayo Bowl.
Why somebody would voluntarily let somebody just dump a bucket of mayonnaise on your head like it's the ice bucket challenge and think that that's something that people would want to play for. You think that coach honestly was looking forward to that Mayo bath? He probably hit the showers quick right off of that because man, or go back home smelling like a shit ton of mayo.
Yeah.
Like that doesn't make any sense why people do certain things. But hey, we're talking about it, so I guess that's enough for it, right? It's also when Derek says it's also when Wisconsin when the lights went out in the middle of the game when they came to Vegas to play UNLV. Middle of the game outage, huh? That's happened a few times, actually. Not very
So
often, but it's happened.
like the Niners, they played the
They brought the Paul Bunyan trophy. Have y'all seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that one. Yeah.
That was pretty cool. It's literally fucking Paul Bunyan. That's pretty cool. Like they get creative with some of these trophies, but then others they're super generic. Some of them kind of look the same, and then there's other trophies that they can't figure out what they want to keep. It's like a different trophy every single year. Like the Gator Bowl, I don't think has had a consistent trophy. um, in a while. I know the Fiesta Bowl had different types of trophies. A wa- yeah, the wagon wheel for BYU versus Utah. The Mormons are out there battling it out for a wagon wheel.
Man, I mean, first off, back in the day, a wagon wheel meant a lot, bro. That spare wagon wheel meant whether y'all was getting home or not with that milk. You gotta get home with that milk so you can churn that butter. You know,
Derek, Happy New Year, sir. Yes, we're super excited as well. 610 start training. Oh, hell yeah, Derek. Have a good one, sir. Appreciate you for giving some of that time and keeping the chat going stuff for us. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys already know the All Pro JAFFOs bringing you the highly elevated sports talk by the highly elevated sportsman. Myself, JP, DJ Mad Six, and the 610 Beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K. Just out here talking the review of the year, and then talking about at this point like some of the weirdest and or best looking trophies that are out there. We leave it to you guys. Like, what's the best trophy that you guys have seen? And leave it in the comments. And when you see it on social medias, which everything you see down there, the All Pro Jaffos and Native Bros Productions. Uh, leave it in there. What's the weirdest trophy? Give a picture. Let me see what it looks like. Even if it may be in high school or a rivalry game or whatever, but what's the weirdest looking trophy that you've seen, or what's the coolest looking trophy that you've seen? So drop that there in the comment section and stuff everywhere in the social medias. Um, before we get into our next topic, which is getting into the recap of what happened this past week in the NFL. A quick message from our friends over at Popple.
This is Popple, the next generation business card. With just a tap, your Popple instantly shares your digital business card to both iPhone and Android devices. The best part? The other person doesn't need an app or a Popple to receive your info. To pop your info, tap your Popple to the top of an iPhone, the center of an Android, or just scan your in-app QR code. And just like that, all your info is saved to their phone. More connections, more leads, more sales. That's Popple. Download our free app and get your Popple today.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, go to popple.co, use the promo code PVP family for 20% off of your order. Getting right into it, we got a recap of this last week, and then we'll finish off with predictions going into this weekend. To start it off, the LA Rams took on the New Orleans Saints, beat them. The Steelers ended up handling the Bengals pretty badly. It was 34-11. Jake Browning had 3 interceptions. And I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of thought, especially what's been going on with the Steelers, with none of their receivers really wanting to block and stuff like that. You've been seeing Pickens and God damn it, who's the other Deontay Johnson. You see film of them like taking plays off and stuff like that. So it's kind of like, did they really have anything going? So to see the Steelers just actually go in there and just beat the absolute dog shit out of the Bengals, who granted was without Jamar Chase, has been without Joe Burrow. I know that they're missing a few defenders too. So I mean, it was what it was, but Steelers go ahead and handle the Bengals. The Chargers took on the Bills. Bills won 24-22, which was a whole hell of a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. Josh Allen, 237 yards through the air, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. James Cook having another decent outing with 20 carries, 78 yards, and Gabe Davis leading Buffalo in receiving with 4 receptions for 130 yards and a touchdown. Um, Allen also had 2 rushing touchdowns, so he had 3 total. Against a Chargers team that is, for all intents and purposes, ass. So, but I mean, Mastix, you've been saying it too. The Bills have been a little fraudulent to you,
Yeah, a lot
especially.
of the AFC teams that have been good over the past couple of years have been fraudulent. It's fraudulent this year. I mean, look at the Bills. You got KC looking rough. You got Cincy. A lot of it due to injury, but fucking Chiefs just ain't got no receivers. But a lot of these teams, that's why I feel like this year is gonna be. It's gonna be 2 teams that's just unexpected. That's going to go to the Super Bowl this year. It's gonna be out of the norm. It's gonna be some teams you just don't think.
Like nobody was predicting type of thing.
Yeah. Yep.
So, but let me ask you, is it that they're fraudulent, or has the AFC conference gotten better?
I mean, to me, it really ain't gotten better. It's just somebody seem like you play a certain style for so many years. These teams figure it out. If you don't ever change it up, they gonna figure out what you're doing. So they don't make them, good. It just make you gotta switch it up.
Yeah.
You gotta switch it up, and everybody know what the Chiefs gonna always do. So you know who they throwing. I mean, right now they got one receiver, and that's Kelsey, and he ain't been doing too much. Mahomes out there just, running for his life right now, and they just look sloppy.
Yeah. No, it hasn't been looking good, and I think this was something that a lot of people predicted would kind of happen with the Chiefs after they signed for Mahomes for that $500 million deal for 10 years. Yeah, I don't know, man. Like I mean, they had the Super Bowl last year, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right. They I was like, that things are getting bundled up in my head right now, but um but with that team, they had some pretty decent players. And then the Chiefs have been, a little bit injury ridden, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But I do agree they haven't really had a decent receiver since Tyreek left.
Mm-hmm.
They had the experiment with Juju that failed. They had the
I mean, they won
experiment
that
with
year
Kadarius
after
Toney.
without Tyreek.
Say what?
I said they won that following year without him.
No,
So
I understand that,
yeah.
but it's like the quality of the receivers hasn't necessarily been, any receiver that they really brought in that's been worth a name or some sort of name has been like a 1-year guy,
Mm-hmm.
and they move on. So it's like this, and Patrick Mahomes has restructured his contract since he's signed it a few times. I think twice he's restructured it to kind of make sure that, especially Travis Kelce gets paid, and
Well, they got
um
linemen. They got old linemen. They signed our dead weight. Look at our old line now, boy. Oh my God, I'm so glad he's gone. Um, and yeah, man, that's why they look mediocre.
I honestly think the Browns gonna win the AFC this year. I think the
this
Browns gonna go to the Super Bowl.
fucking guy.
Oh, hey, Joe Flacco will fuck around and do some shit like that. That's how
Yeah,
he.
I have a feeling the Browns gonna fuck around and the Browns gonna win and beat them teams. I mean, you let these fools get hot as they've been like lately. I mean, fucking look the other day, fucking Amari Cooper. How many yards did that fool have? Like about a week or two ago, he gave me 54 in fantasy. So he ball like they out there and they got a good defense. They got a solid defense.
Yeah.
So you catch one of these teams slipping, it's gonna be one of these teams that's gonna creep.
Creep right up on him.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Joe Flacco takes the
Hey,
Browns to the Super Bowl,
hey, anything
especially
is
with the
possible.
contract that they gave Deshaun Watson?
Anything is possible. Hey,
Oh,
Flacco been in the league hella long. He won a Super Bowl.
he wants one more before he goes.
Yep.
Watch him fuck around and it be against the 49ers too.
I would love that shit.
Not
The
making out.
49ers ain't going to the Super Bowl, so you ain't got to worry about that shit.
Slow down.
Niners is not going to the Super Bowl.
Y'all gonna fuck around and lose to the Cowboys. That's the funny part.
No.
Now
That's
you don't think everybody that took a page out of the book from last week? And everybody knew
Here's the
all you
thing.
gotta do is get Purdy in trouble. Purdy, when he in trouble, he gonna do dumb shit like you
Well,
did.
here's the
you know
thing. Out of the 4 interceptions that he threw, 2 of them bounced off his receiver's hands. One of them he got hit in the elbow before he launched it off. The other one in the end zone, he just didn't see Humphrey there. He didn't
Hey,
see Humphrey coming over the middle when he was throwing to Debo. That was on him. I was like, yeah, that was a bad one. But
a pick is a pick.
only
if
credited
you
for
look at the
one
stats, it goes to show you can't turn the ball over 5 fucking times and expect to win a game. Especially against a team like Baltimore, and you're giving them short field position after the turnovers. They're going to capitalize on that shit all day long. But when it came to yardage, rushing, passing, all that other kind of stuff, like the offensive categories, we were, you know, we did more than Baltimore's offense did.
Hey, don't none of that matter. There's only one
I
column that
understand.
matters.
I
It's
understand,
a
but I'm just
W
saying
or a L.
there's a small glimmer of that. Not all is lost, but it was good that it happened because it was that, our heads were too high in the clouds
hold
type
on.
of situation. Need to bring it down to humble
Y'all
a little
heads
bit.
been in the clouds since 94,
Hold on. Hold on.
95.
We gotta stop this madness here. Y'all
Right.
had
I'm
a
like,
game lose streak this year, and then y'all just got obliterated as far as
yeah,
turning.
it ain't like this the only game y'all done lost this year.
Man, that was more the same of what y'all got going. The wake up call should have been a 3-game slip. That should have been the wake up call, and then y'all figured out from there. But that shit right there, based on what you're saying, let me get to this point first. Based on what you're saying, Brock Purdy only is credit for 1 interception, correct? And then
That
the O
I
line,
would kind of deem solely his fault.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So and then the O line has 1. It's their fault because he got hit in the elbow. And then
Right.
your receivers that aren't worth a damn, like I told you they weren't, dropped the last 2. I was just trying to figure it all out.
One
How
of them bounced off of George Kittle's chest,
okay.
and the other one, yeah, it was just right off the hands of.
He ain't been used. That's why that shit happened. George Kittle been blocking for y'all the whole time. He ain't been used. That's why he can't catch shit right now.
But he's lead. How do you say that when he's leading the league in all tight ends in yardage?
Because Travis Kelce ain't doing shit this year. Ain't nobody really throwing to the tight end other than Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield the only person throwing to the tight end, bro. Like, let's be real with it. Outside of that, ain't nobody else throwing to the tight end. Nobody. So, I mean, that's the reason why Kittle's leading. Kelce ain't doing shit. Because Kelce normally be leading. So, yeah, he'll lead in that department, but even still, that's just a credit to y'all offense and how y'all able to distribute the ball. But if your best receiver, just like Kansas City, is your tight end, that's an issue because y'all don't even use y'all tight end like that.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all be having Kittle in his real strong suit where he's stronger than most motherfuckers. So, I mean,
Well, I mean, I think we need to use him more in the receiving game, but the reason why we've been using him more for blocking is because, and I've said it, and yet nothing's really been addressed about it just yet. Maybe next year they'll address something about it. The weakest part of the offense is the right side of the line. The right side of the line is what got Brock Purdy hit in the elbow, to get him, not just get him hurt in the NFC Championship game last year. Well, there were scheming and shit like that involved in that I put on Kyle Shanahan as well. But, with the interception that happened this last week, that came off the right side. So I have always said the right side of the line is the weakest part of the offense, and until that gets addressed, we might have some problems because a lot of these defenses that we're going to be playing have really good fucking pass rushers on that side of the line and are going to cause problems. And if we think we're just going to be fine with what we've been doing and we'll be good and not really address what's going on with the right side of the line, I don't know if really anything's going to be coming out of it.
I
And
think
that's
y'all
why
losing to Washington this
George
week.
Kittle's been pass blocking most of the time because they need the help.
I think y'all finna lose to Washington this week. I think y'all finna go on another one of them skids.
Bro, if we lose to Washington, then yeah, it's panic mode.
Y'all losing the next two. Y'all not winning no more this season.
And they're gonna lose to Washington. Chase Young gonna go off.
Mm-hmm.
That's the only reason why I think they're not gonna lose Washington. Because Chase Young gonna go off that game. That's gonna be the Chase Young game. And then it's gonna give Niners hope and all that little bullshit. They're gonna be thinking they're doing something. I'm telling you, they're gonna fuck around and play the Cowboys in the playoffs and they're gonna lose. That shit gonna be funny as hell.
We don't
Because
lose to the Cowboys in the playoffs.
Debo doing all this talking, rightfully so, because Michael Parsons saying something to him. But what Nick Bosa said on how y'all figured them out, y'all know who they are, and he said all of that shit before this game when Brock Purdy threw them 4 picks. That's the reason why I think y'all gonna lose to the Cowboys.
And you see what Gardner Johnson said to Debo?
Then he just tell him like, "Hey, shut up."
He was like, he was like, Debo talking about you can't guard it. He's like, I can guard you. He's like, you ain't a receiver. You're just a running back. You can't run routes. So it's just like, damn. It's just like,
Pretty much saying what I was saying, huh?
yeah.
He's been saying what Kay been saying this whole time. Gardner Johnson listened to Kay and said, "You know what? He's right." But I mean, again, it's one of those humbling things. We either, Brock Purdy has a bad game, his worst game by far throughout the entire year. Now, all right, you got a little adversity now. Let's see what happens.
Does
Are
it
you
take
going
him
to
out
get
the
better or are you going to continue to suck?
Does it take him out the MVP? That game?
I think Lamar catapulted himself
Yeah.
because of that game. I think the only way Brock Purdy wins it is if he basically is flawless in these next 2 games, throwing for at least 300 yards plus and a couple of touchdowns. And Lamar Jackson in the last 2 games has some sort of, blunder that kind of takes him out of the category. Not necessarily the Ravens out of the top of the AFC, but at least for Lamar Jackson in the MVP category, that's the only way it really happens. Because that game again, you Lamar, and I've pretty much said this for a long time. Our defense, as good as it is, has always been having trouble with mobile quarterbacks. And Lamar Jackson this last week just further proved my point on that. So it's and to be honest, I'm not sit here getting mad at it or in it because I do think next to when it came to the quarterbacks, at least if you're talking the MVP race for the quarterbacks, um, I thought Lamar Jackson, if it wasn't going to be Brock Purdy because of the numbers and everything else like that, then it was going to be Lamar because what he's doing out there without Lamar, what they're doing in Baltimore is not possible at all. So that's why I'm saying I think Lamar was there, but then after this game, it catapulted Lamar. It didn't do, I don't think, as much damage to Brock Purdy's case as some may think because of some of the reasons that I just said. But I don't think Brock Purdy gets if you have a 4 interception game in early or like mid-season, that's one thing, but late in the season, that that recency bias sticks in the head of some of the voters. So I think that knocked him out, for
Yeah.
sure.
Purdy MVP? Because my phone was breaking up. I just got clear right now. What were you
Wait,
talking
what'd
about?
you say?
I asked what were you talking about? Purdy in the MVP race?
Oh yeah, I said did that game knock him out of the race, or not? Knock him out of the race, but do it knock him.
Out of
Everybody
the
trying to
top
say he the
spot where he was
MVP.
at.
Right. Like in the people's eyes. Gotcha.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agreed with it. I said yeah, but
I'm only saying yeah because I don't even understand how he's in people's eyes to begin with.
Yeah.
Because y'all are saying that it's Kyle Shanahan, like not y'all, I'm saying universally. They're saying it's Kyle Shanahan's system, but they're trying to say that it's this guy's too. Like,
every quarterback is a system quarterback.
I mean, I got that, but again, it's some quarterbacks that take the system and they elevate it, no matter what system they're in. It's a lot of systems that make them comfortable, but then they elevate things. Like, think about this. What if y'all had Lamar Jackson?
I was hoping we would have gotten Lamar Jackson.
No, I'm just saying, like right now, right now as it stands, beginning of the season, week 1, right now, y'all got Lamar Jackson. From week 1 to week 18, what's your final record?
Undefeated? Fuck.
And that's what I'm saying to you.
Like, if we had Lamar Jackson on the 49ers, without a shadow of a doubt, we would be tormented. Teams wouldn't know what to do. They
That's
wouldn't know what to do.
how bad Purdy is.
That doesn't say how bad Purdy is. That just shows how multi-dimensional Lamar is.
No, not necessarily, because right now y'all had Brock Purdy had 3 games slid where you had Debo out and you had CMC out 1 game, right? Then you have Purdy CMC didn't miss a game this year? Thought he sat out 1.
He's been healthy all year.
Okay, well, cool. Well, then Debo missed games, right? For sure.
Yeah, Debo missed a couple of games. Trent Williams missed a couple of games.
Trent Williams is literally, y'all keep sitting here trying to harp on Buddy, and I'm like, whatever. Not going. Not
I
going.
mean, I only say it because the rest of his peers and the players in the NFL have said it. He's the best left tackle in the fucking league.
That's fine, but I'm still saying in the confines of you having an amazing offensive coordinator, offensive-minded head coach, why is he not scheming around the fact that you don't have Trent? It's not like every team got a right end that's gonna go off. You know what I'm saying? It's not
Well,
every.
how do you? I mean, when you have somebody who's so important to the line like he is, it's kind of one of the. I don't think there really is anything that you can try and scheme all you want to, but it's just not the same effect.
Not going.
It's not the same thing. We already had problems with the right side of the line. You take out our best lineman on the left side, like, fuck, that's going to ruin everything.
Let me ask you this: what was the guy that you hated so bad at right guard? It was like McGlisky or some shit like that, right?
I think right now it would be Aaron Banks.
I got that, but I'm saying before that.
Yeah. You're talking, yeah.
Yeah, whatever. How long was he with the Niners prior to him leaving this past season?
He was with us last year.
Only? Like he wasn't there multiple years?
Yeah, because we had Lakeland Tomlinson.
And Lakeland was there for how long?
Lakeland was there for like 5 years, 5, 6 years.
So Lakeland was the Super Bowl right guard.
Yeah.
All right. And then McGlisky was after him.
Right.
So I'm
McGlinchey? Like
trying to
Mike
understand
McGlinchey?
whoever your right guard that you hated, and you said that guy was trash and he was the
Oh,
reason.
that was right tackle. Right
Right
tackle.
tackle.
Mike McGlinchey.
So he's a right tackle. All right. How long was he the right tackle for y'all?
Fuck. Since we drafted him, at least 7 years
So
because
he
we gave him a
definitely
second contract.
he was almost the right tackle for both Super Bowls that y'all lost. He was almost that because you said 7 years and he left 2022. That's all the way back to
Yeah,
20.
with McGlinchey, I had always said he's a great running, like in the running game. His run blocking was awesome,
I feel that. Yeah,
but his
like I
pass
said,
blocking was always the suspect thing.
I feel that, but I'm trying to tell you, all of these teams they not just all winning the games just from this one position. You see what I'm saying? Like y'all not losing the games because this motherfucker is affecting the quarterback every single time. I'm not going for that. Yeah, sometimes in the game, you know what I'm saying, get his ass whooped. But every time y'all losing the game, I'm not gonna say it's Buddy because that's not normally what it is. It's like decision making from the quarterback position, or y'all running
No,
wrong.
I understand
Things
that.
like that.
That
So
makes sense.
what I'm saying is, as far as right now, like what I'm saying, even with Trent out and y'all had Lamar, y'all still will be a very high ranked team. If y'all had Aaron Rodgers, y'all would still be a very high ranked team. Even
Well,
with Trent,
because they can get out of the pocket and make plays with their legs.
I got that, but I'm saying Brock Purdy been running too. He been out there
No, yeah,
running
it's too. Yeah,
around shit, so he's showing that he can do that too. So
yeah.
all I'm saying is Brock Purdy's inept to the point where he's not able to pull y'all over when y'all are lacking. Y'all have to be 100% full strength for him to win y'all games. That shows that he's not good.
I don't know if that means he's not good. I think that means he's not as good as I think he's good. I
I
think
think
he's
that
more than good.
last year
He's
with Jay,
definitely above average, but I wouldn't put him in that elite category just yet.
if y'all had Jared Goff last season, y'all win the Super Bowl. And for you to fucking think that long lets you know the answer. You're thinking too long. Derek Duncan said he'll take Russell Wilson over Jared Goff every day, every Sunday. And you're thinking about it on your quarterback.
Well,
That
again,
lets you
Brock
know.
Purdy didn't come in last season until late in the year. Had we had Jared Goff at the beginning of the season, we would have never seen Brock Purdy.
Problem is, Brock Purdy has played over 17 games already. So he's basically played an entire season. We have a full
Well,
season.
now, yeah.
I mean, that's what we're talking about it. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, Brock Purdy hasn't shown me anything to when you can sit here and even put him in an MVP conversation or even say he's the guy that's going to get you over, to roll you over. Cam Newton's right is what basically what I'm.
Well, I mean, with Cam Newton, it's kind of one of those well, when he says it, and I did think it was kind of funny with uh, some people's oh, what is Cam Newton talking about? And I was like, no, well, think about it. Cam Newton, he can. This is a guy who's a former MVP. That gone to a Super Bowl. He's got records out there and everything. He's knows what he's talking about when it comes to game changers compared to game managers, which is what he was talking about. Um, I mean, yeah, it is what it is. Before I want to get into our predictions in a little bit, but I want to kind of speed around this real quick. The Colts took on the Falcons. Falcons ended up winning. Taylor Heineke, once again, showing that I think he should have been the guy out there in Washington, and they dropped the ball on him. But Falcons getting the dub 29-10. Titans losing to the Seahawks at home, dropping to 5-10. Seahawks going to 8-7, 20-17. Geno Smith having a decent game with 227 and 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry led in rushing with 19 carries, 86 yards, and a touchdown, where Tyler Lockett led in receiving, no touchdowns, but he has 61 and 8 receptions. The Lions taking on the Vikings. Lions won that game 30-24. Nick Mullins, goodness gracious, 411, 2 touchdowns, but 4 interceptions. Gibbs led all rushing for Detroit and the game with 80 yards and 2 touchdowns. Justin Jefferson, coming back, playing strong, 6 receptions for 141 yards, and a touchdown, but still Detroit Lions showing why they are a force to be reckoned with, going into the playoffs. The Commanders taking on the Jets. Uh, Jets win 30-28. Trevor Simeon, 217, a touchdown and an interception. Bryce Hall with 95 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also led receptions with 12 receptions and 96 yards through the air. Panthers. Packers ended up winning 33-30. It was a little bit closer game than everybody thought. Bryce Young led all passing with 312 and 2 touchdowns. Aaron Jones led all rushing with 127 yards, no touchdowns though. DJ Chark Jr. uh with 6 receptions, 98 yards and 2 touchdowns for that game. The Browns took on the Texans and 10 wins on the season now, 10-5. Joe Flacco that game had 368, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Amari Cooper, that's the 265 game and 2 touchdowns. Jaguars, Buccaneers, Baker Mayfield having a good game, 283 with 2 touchdowns. Rasheed White leading all rushing.
Rashad White.
Rashad White, sorry. 20 carries, but only 39 yards and a touchdown. Evan Ingram led receiving for Jacksonville, and everybody else with 10 receptions and 95 yards, taking down the Buccaneers, and Trevor Lawrence for that matter, 30-12. The Bears took on the Cardinals, won 27-6. Kyler had 238, 2 touchdowns. Herbert led all rushing for not just Chicago, but the game, 112 with a touchdown. Komet, still having, or I think this is probably one of his best years as a Bear, and kind of coming into his own as being one of the top 10 tight ends in the league. But he had 107 yards on 4 receptions against the Cardinals. The Dolphins took on the Cowboys. Dolphins won 22-20. To be fair, I didn't think it was going to be that close because Dolphins took the lead, early. But then, Cowboys made a bit of a comeback, but then it was what it was. Dolphins got everything that they needed to pull out a win out of that one to improve to 11-4, with the Cowboys dropping to 10-5 with 2 games left in the season. Tua had 293 and a touchdown. Raheem Mostert had 46 yards on the ground, and C.D. Lamb had 118 and a touchdown. And then where all of the problems that we were just talking about with Russell Wilson was essentially kind of stemming from with some of the things that have been said, um, the Patriots, uh, who I guess don't know how to tank for good players, ended up winning 26-23, dropping the Broncos to 7-8 on the season. And again, uh, Russell Wilson is benched for the remainder of the season as well. So we'll see how that plays out. And then Monday, the Christmas Day, Travis Kelce said it best. The Chiefs handed the Raiders a fucking victory on Christmas Day, 20-14. Raiders um out of Arrowhead Stadium, leaving everybody upset. Children, the Grinch named the Las Vegas Raiders came and stole y'all's Christmas. Um The Giants took on the Eagles. Eagles handled business there, 33-25. And then the Ravens, like we just said, kicking the shit out of the 49ers in a humbling experience for the Santa Clara 49ers, winning 33-19 at the end of that game. So, before we go into week 17 predictions, ladies and gentlemen, we need to give you a message from our friends over at Mountain Mike's Pizza.
To us, pizza the way it ought to be isn't just our slogan. It's our promise and our passion to give you the best dining experience and the best tasting pizza you expect. For over 40 years, we've been making pizza the way it ought to be. Handmade with the freshest and finest ingredients. Our dough is made fresh daily, and we use 100% whole California milk mozzarella cheese and toppings edge to edge. There's pizza, and then there's Mountain Mike's Pizza. Pizza the way it ought to be.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, go get Mountain Mike's Pizza. Probably the best pizza on the planet, in my opinion. One thing we didn't bring up, the Browns took on the Jets yesterday and won 37-20, improving to 11-5, with the Jets going down to 6-10. Garrett Wilson gets his back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, but Joe Flacco had the game of his life, 309 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Breece Hall, 13 carries for 84 yards, and Njoku had 6 receptions for 134 yards. Browns looking to make a playoff run with somebody not named Deshaun Watson, so there's going to be a little bit of trouble in paradise out there in Cleveland if Joe Flacco decides to take this Cleveland Browns team further than anyone would have ever expected. But we'll see how that goes. So, first one on the list, and it's tomorrow's game, the only game for tomorrow. DJ Madstick's secondary team, the Dallas Cowboys, taking on the Detroit Lions in Arlington, Texas. Cowboys just lost 2 straight, need to get back on track. The Lions are hot. What are y'all thinking? Madstix, I'll start with you. You're muted.
It's gonna be a good game. I don't know. I think Detroit gonna pull it out though.
They got Dallas at -5.5, with the over/under being 51.5.
Dallas or Detroit always be having a Cowboys number though.
Ever since the 90s.
Yeah, so I see Detroit pulling that one off on like a last minute upset.
Okay.
Like some long ass unremarkable field goal that people don't normally make, and he gonna walk off, and the kicker's gonna be the hero.
It's gonna be the most bullshit way possible, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Does that put panic mode into the Cowboys?
No,
No?
we've already secured the playoff spot, so fuck the rest of these games. All it is placing at this point, seeding.
Would you rather not be a little bit higher?
I don't care where they are. We're beating whoever they play in the playoffs. I hope it's the Niners first. Go ahead and dust them
I hope
off.
we play off too, but not for the same reasons you think.
Lead them dusty for one more year.
Yeah.
Let them, not get a participation trophy this year.
You know what I'm saying? They not gonna play back around.
What happened, Kay?
What the fuck?
Now I heard you.
All right, you hear me now?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah, the Cowboys gonna fuck around and lose the second round, so it's all good.
Hey, as long as we beat the Niners in the first round.
Yeah, I'm with that. I'm all here.
As long as we're still in the same predicament. Started over damn near 30 years. So
Let's see. The Patriots taking on the Bills. First game on Sunday.
I think the Bills will win that one. The Bills gonna find their way. I mean, they're gonna make it to the playoffs. They're gonna find their way. I don't know how far they'll make it, but they'll find their way.
Okay.
So the Bills and who?
Patriots.
The Bills.
Feel like this is going to be one of those games, even though the Bills are favored by 14 with the over-under being 40.5. This is one of those games that I feel like the Bills are just going to – nothing's going to go fucking right for
The
them.
Patriots still got Mac Jones. Is he still a quarterback?
No, it's
Somebody
Zappy.
else now.
It's
Okay.
Zappy.
I'm like, I feel like I ain't heard his name in hella long. I'm like, do he even still play?
Yeah, he ain't been playing. He in the doghouse.
No, okay.
Either that or they trying to save him because they roster shit.
Yeah, I think I'm going to go with the Patriots on this one, even though I'm pretty sure that they're going to get their asses whooped nonetheless. Falcons, Bears. Okay.
Marcus said Zappy Hour.
Zappy Howard. Yeah, I was going to say, I was like, yep.
Yeah, no, I'm going to go with the Bears.
The Bears. Okay.
I'm gonna go with the Falcons.
I like I'm hoping Heineke is if Heineke is playing, then I think the Falcons might find a way to win. But I just kind of think right now, Justin Fields, he's got a lot to try and prove before the end of this season. And they're at home. The line they got Chicago 2.5 over under 37.5. So this is predicted to be a really shit game. But I'm gonna go with the Bears. Let's see. The Raiders versus the Colts. You guys already know I'm going with the Colts because I can't by birth obligation go with the Las Vegas team. Okay, who you got?
It's tough. Actually, a really tough game because they've been playing really well with Pierce, but the Colts play really well with Uncle Rico. I'm gonna just go with the Raiders.
No Uncle Rico for you?
I think the Raiders. I think Max Crosby really finna just kind of tee off this game. To be honest with you, that's the reason why they gonna win.
Matt Six?
I'm gonna go with the Raiders. It's like the Raiders finna get hot. They believe in their coach. They'll try to. I don't think they're completely out of it. I think if they went out, they could still make it, can't they? I think they still got the possibility of making it.
Mathematically, yes, there is still a chance.
Yeah, so and that's one of
It's
them
a
teams
very
that somebody
outside
going.
chance, but there's still a chance.
That's one of them teams that somebody gonna fuck around and find out the hard way, and they gonna find themselves, further than people think they gonna get. If they can get, I think if they can get in, I think the way they believe in their coach, I think they can. They got something gelling over there. I mean, you beat the shit out of what's the name, like 63-7. You turn around and beat the Chiefs, so you on a high right now. So
We'll see how it goes because I mean, to be honest, I think Pierce should be hired on as the permanent head coach. But there's rumors going around that they want to bring back John Gruden, so we'll see how that goes.
yeah, it'd be stupid to get rid of Pierce. They're gonna lose our respect for their players.
It's gonna be over with.
Yeah, you gonna lose respect. You got this dude that came in and somebody who they like, you can tell they truly believe in, and the fans starting to believe. So you got to do some shit like that, and then there's gonna be some shit that's some other stuff that's gonna come out of that if you get rid of him, and so.
Unfortunately, but we'll see. I mean, to be honest, I would love nothing more than to watch the Las Vegas Raiders shoot themselves in the foot again. But we'll see how it goes.
I would love to
For
see them play the
Antonio
Niners
Pierce
in the
wise,
Super
like
Bowl
I,
and beat
I
y'all.
honestly like do for him. I feel like he should be a head coach. He's earned it.
That'd be the ultimate disrespect to y'all.
That'd be hilarious.
Halloween.
The LA Rams taking on the East Rutherford Giants.
Rams.
Matt Six?
No, that
I said the
wasn't.
Rams.
That
Oh.
wasn't.
Oh shit, my bad.
We'll go the same. Or the same.
Yeah. I find it funny that DeVito, the Giants quarterback, doing all like there was all this hype about he's with his agent being a mob guy and all this other shit, and then him putting copyrights on certain nicknames and stuff, and then a week later, it's the Tyrod Taylor show. Just to show you guys, don't let your ego get too big for your britches. Yeah, I'm going with the Rams on this one. Even though actually, you know what? Nope. I'm not gonna let myself do it. Go with the Rams. Cardinals versus the Eagles.
Why you peeking over the wall?
Don't worry about it.
You better pick them Eagles.
I mean,
Kind of have to at this point. It's not worth sleeping on the couch for the fucking Arizona Cardinals. You kidding me?
I was even
Definitely going with the Eagles on this one.
choice.
Okay.
I mean, the Eagles. It's not even first choice.
That's the same thing.
No, I'm gonna go with the Cardinals.
What?
Fuck the
Cardinals.
Eagles.
What? Oh yeah, that's right.
She heard you. She said, "Hater." Yeah, Marcus. Yes. Yeah, I'm good. Just gotta just make sure I'm not in the firing range for a sandal or something like that. Just making sure that I'm in the clear. I have room to be able to duck. I mean, I know where Kay's going with this one. Absolutely 100%. You can see it by the Winfield logo he's got right there. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on the New Orleans Aints. That's Country K would call him. K, I don't even really have to ask you, unless is there something that you're seeing here that, there might be, or is it just real simple? We know who you're picking.
It's simple mathematics. It's simple mathematics, man. Like the Aints really ain't got shit going on to where we can be like, oh, this might be a game, like this might be a fighting chance. And nah, we playing playoff football already, and they struggling. Like they still trying to figure it out. They don't even know who their quarterback is. So let them put in fucking Jameis sorry ass. Please, God, let them put him in. Oh Lord, let them put him in. We do bad against backup quarterbacks, except for Jameis. That motherfucker got in. He threw 3 passes the last time, man. I think he threw 2
Wait. Did you say you do good against backup quarterbacks?
No, we do bad against backup quarterbacks.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say.
We always do terrible against backup quarterbacks. That's like last season, Masters was fucking taunting me with Trevor Siemian.
And Mad Six has you with the Cooper Rush.
Mm-hmm.
Mad Six, who you got in this game?
Wasn't gonna say anything.
If Winston play, I'm gonna go with Tampa. I'm gonna go with if Winston play, I'm gonna go with Saints.
Hell yeah.
What if it's Derek Carr?
I gotta go Tampa.
Yeah, I gotta
Derek
go with
Carr is
Tampa.
garbage.
There's no reason why not to, like Kay said, it's pretty simple mathematics.
But I like to watch. I like when Winston play against Tampa. He used to do pretty good.
Me too. He give us 10 interceptions. I love when he play against us. And the way we playing right now, he give us 3 picks. It's over with because Big Bake ain't going. Big Bake ain't going, bro. Big Bake been balling. Been balling. I can say that confidently. He's been balling this season. So
He's
record
been
don't really
high.
matter. But we lost. No, we lost a bunch of close games. But Bake been balling. The game like this last game, but the game before last, the man had a perfect fucking quarterback rating. Like in Lambeau.
It's
Like,
tough to
come on.
do. It's tough to do.
Big man balling. Man.
Understood. I think I know where both of y'all are going to go with this one, but bucket for why not? The 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. Matt Six, will start with you.
You know, I'm going with Washington.
Yep, figured that was coming. Kay?
Niners.
Ah. Yeah, this is a bounce back game that they're going to be pissed. And like you said, Chase Young coming back against his former team.
Chase Young ain't finna do shit.
Just the bitter ex-Cowboys fan. Just that's
It ain't got
so...
nothing to do with the Cowboys. It just got to do with your sorry ass Niners and your fans.
Again, guys, he's not talking about me. He's talking about the dummies who aren't seeing what's real.
They still lose and
Yes,
still
yes,
talking
they're
shit like they're
sprinkled
the
in with
greatest
it.
team in the world.
There's sprinkled with a little bit, of hatred and all that other kind of stuff in there too. But you, when things are not realistic and shit gets annoying, yes, I understand where he's coming from. I am going with obviously my 49ers. Panthers, Jaguars in Jacksonville. I don't know if Trevor Lawrence is playing.
It don't matter.
They got Jacksonville at -4 with the over-under at 35 or 36.5. Matt Sticks, who you got?
Should probably the Panthers.
Panthers. Is that under the assumption that Trevor Lawrence is not playing?
I still think if he playing, they still gonna beat him.
Really?
Yep. Sometimes you get
Interesting.
into that part of the season where like these teams that don't be winning.
Yeah, but the this is like Jaguars are still, there's still no guarantee that they're going to make the fucking playoffs. They have to win this game.
Hey. Ain't no guarantees in life.
I mean, you're right. And Panthers could just be playing that. And like bad teams love to do that at the end of the
That's
year,
what I said.
spoil
It's that
playoff
part of the
hopes and
season.
shit.
They knock you out.
Yep.
You go in there taking them light, and that be that team that come ready to play and knock your ass right on out the playoffs.
Trevor Lawrence is out for the game. Thank you, Marcus. If Trevor Lawrence is out and it's against CJ, but I ain't got no faith in CJ Beathard. Fuck. Like, again, this is coming from a 49ers fan who had to deal with watching CJ Beathard. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I think I'm gonna be with with Mastics here and pick the Panthers. You sure? Are you sure you want to go with Jacksonville? Okay. This is
It's
a little outside of character for you. What's
just an easy choice because they have.
really?
Oh, it's very, very easy for good reason. One, they have a toddler at quarterback. Two, Brian Burns gave up on their ass a long time ago. Three, the Panthers is in my division. And four, I really hope those tickets stay stupid cheap so I can go to the game next week. If I figure out a way to like strip or figure out something, because I mean, Spirit is like $10. Nobody want to go to North Carolina for shit. And then on top of that, the Panthers tickets is like 12 cents. You know what I mean? So you pretty much can get a 50-yard ticket at like $20 or a box for like $100. So go watch my Bucks play the
I
Panthers.
did see that. Like the cheapest ticket, 45 cents. I was like, good lord.
Mm-hmm.
I'm telling you, bro, ain't nobody going to that shit. Nobody want to go over there for nothing.
Marcus, take that back about the toddler comment.
Yeah, no, that is a infant. He's been birthed and changed. You're not gonna make me believe that. That
Kyler
happened.
Murray's still shorter than him.
His diaper.
Kyler does have that whole look. You know, I love that meme that comes up. Kyler Murray, when he's scrambling and running away, looks like a toddler who grabbed your phone and won't give it back.
I'm telling you. And look at Bryce Young. He's smaller than him.
No, Bryce Young is he's taller than Kyler Murray.
For real?
Yeah, Kyler Murray is like 5'9".
Bryce about 5'7".
No.
5'6", 5'5". Him and Lil Wayne could be
I
same
thought
height.
Bryce Young was like 5'10", 5'11".
Like I said, they probably doing some NBA boost up. But the
Every
Panthers,
time I ask you about Bryce Young's height, it does seem to get smaller and smaller every time. Just saying.
he's a little guy.
At one point, it was at 5'10". Then you went down to about 5'8". Then you went to 5'7". I think now, what you just five? You still at 5'7", or you think
I
5'6"?
think 5'3", 5'4", 5'5". I don't know.
5'3",
5'3" to 5". He run up in there. You look how he
5'5"
doing.
top. God damn it!
That motherfucker's short. He's tiny, bro. He out there. Little hobbit. He out there fucking Schmeagle, goddamn it. Out there fucking, where's my precious? Chasing the football. Throwing that some bitch to Chark. Hey, I'm gonna be honest with you. Let me ask you this, since we're talking about the Panthers, ask both of y'all. Did the Bears or did the Panthers win that trade? Because DJ Moore sucks still. Like I said.
Well, in this situation, since it's turning into the Bears are going to end up having the number one pick, 100% the Bears won that. I think Bears won that trade. Wait,
No, the Panthers had the number one pick. The Bears got DJ Moore and
no, the Bears have the number one pick from
oh,
Carolina.
what?
That's why the whole conversation right now is whether or not the Bears should take Caleb Williams or if they should keep.
No, they have the number mathematically because they suck.
But
They have their own number one pick. I'm pretty sure.
who?
The Bears.
No, that's what I'm saying. With the I don't know who the fuck I just said, but with Justin Fields, I said for the Bears,
Right.
they don't know whether or not to move on for him or you get Caleb Williams with the number one pick. But yeah, as long as the Panthers continue to suck, they're still, the Bears are still in good shape.
Oh yeah, you're right.
So I'm trying to. So the Bears gave a first rounder to Carolina for DJ Moore.
Mhm.
And yet the Bears have Carolina's first round pick for this year.
Yeah, I don't know why the fuck they swap picks. That was stupid as shit in itself. They fucking swap picks for different years. And then the Panthers got Tyler and gave away their best receiver, which he was trash anyway. All of
Huh.
this shit is trash. All of it trash. Hopefully the Bears can pick somebody decent.
Well, that's why I'm saying that they have that conversation whether or not to keep Justin Fields or go and get Caleb Williams. Because some people are saying if you give Justin Fields, like if they got DJ Moore and then they went and drafted somebody like Marvin Harrison Jr., then there comes the conversation whether or not Marvin Harrison Jr. is even going to be coming out to the draft. I don't think he's declared yet. And there was discussions about him coming back because he feels like he has unfinished business with not beating Michigan and the Big Ten championship, all that kind of shit. So there's a possibility that Marvin Harrison Jr. doesn't even come into the draft this year. And if that's the case, then yeah, they're going to go Caleb Williams, no problem at all. I don't think it's even a question of whether or not they're going to do that. Good game this week coming up, Dolphins and Ravens in Baltimore. Baltimore is favored by 3.5. Over under is 46.5. Mad Six, who you got here?
I'm gonna go with Lamar.
Okay.
You said it was the Ravens.
The Ravens and the Dolphins.
Ooh. 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 And where is it?
They're in Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with LJ Young Legend for Pompano.
Yeah, this one, Ravens had a good defense and everything. Dolphins just escaped with a win. I think I got the Ravens here.
Hey, can I ask you one question?
What's up?
Do you feel like Jadeveon Clowney is like a good lynch piece of why these defenses are really good? He was on the Browns last year, and the Browns had an unstoppable defense. They were really good this year, but last year I feel like they were better last year on the Browns. This year he's on the Ravens, and the Ravens have a very good fucking defense, low-key unstoppable. Do you feel like he's like that glue guy that's making all these teams better?
I think so, and that's why it's wild to me to think that he's bounced around so much. Because like I do see certain things that they're talking about, but like you said, wherever he goes, the defense is good. And the defensive line is good. So it's like it's hard to say no on that. Like honestly, it's really hard to say no on that. That's why it confuses me the fact that he hasn't signed, like the fact that he's still not with Houston or still not with Cleveland. Like I don't know if the Ravens have any plans on keeping him long term, but they should. I think they should. Um, he has definitely been a key piece to that defensive line. Um, but yeah, then we got the Titans taking on the Texans. Okay, who you got?
Titans versus Texans.
Yep.
Hold on. I got to check if CJ's back.
Yeah, I'm saying CJ still out.
So far as I'm looking right here, it says CJ's playing.
He was still in protocol. He was still in concussion protocol. So I don't know if they released him this week. To be honest with you, to kind of trying to bounce back to your Lamar comment about the MVP. If CJ didn't sit out, Lamar would not win the MVP this year. And I'm a huge Lamar fan. But CJ was balling this year. He probably won MVP Rookie of the Year. But
CJ would have been the Rookie of the Year MVP.
Oh yeah,
yeah, for sure. And
Wow.
I'll say this, as far as this game, if CJ plays, I got the Texans. If he doesn't, I got the other team.
Titans. Mad Six.
I'm going. Yeah, depending on CJ play. If he's playing, then I got to go with Houston.
I think even if Case Keenum plays, he's been playing pretty good for the Texans right now. With CJ Stroud being out. So I think they'll still kind of sneak away with a win here. I'm going to go with the Texans.
That's what I was
regardless of who's starting at quarterback.
Yeah, that's why I interrupted Matrix. My bad, because I forgot Case Keenum was the backup, and yeah, I'm gonna go to Texas fully.
Steelers at Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Seahawks.
They're in Seattle, so -3.5, over under being 41.5. Yeah, Seahawks got this one. Chargers at Broncos with Jared Stidham playing. Chargers are still ass, but Broncos seem to be in shambles right now. So who do we got? Mad Sticks?
I still think the Broncos might pull it off because the Chargers is garbage.
Okay.
I concur. I think
The what?
no, I take that back. No. The reason why I think that the Chargers are gonna win is because the Broncos is in disarray. Because Sean Payton gonna try to win this game to make it seem like he don't need Russell, and that's the reason why they're gonna fuck around and lose.
I kind of feel the same way. I'm gonna go with the Chargers on that one. Bengals taking on the Chiefs. They're in Kansas City. I'm gonna go with the Bengals. I'm gonna go with the Bengals here. Matt Six, who you got?
Yeah. You said who's the other team?
Kansas.
The Bengals and the Chiefs.
Nah, I think the Chiefs gonna pull this one out. Yeah.
Who said Bengals? Yeah. Wait, who's the other team? Chiefs.
The Chiefs got to find a way to win. So I think this is a game where they gotta get it together.
All right, so two things. All right, I'm compressing that video right now, which means I'm done. And secondly, that's fucking hilarious. Took a couple minutes because it's literally 3 minutes long, so it's not even gonna take that long. 4 minutes.
And then or actually, wait, who are you picking, Kay?
Kansas.
Kansas City. Packers at the Vikings. Minnesota is at -1 with the over-under being 43.5. Both teams are still in the hunt for a playoff spot. Matt Six, who you got here?
I'm gonna go to Packers.
Okay.
It's Packers and who?
Packers and Vikings. Packers
I'm
Vikings for Sunday Night Football.
Sunday night. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Packers because the Vikings lost T.J. Hawkinson, and they still don't have Josh Dobbs back. I mean, the other guy's good, but he's decent. I mean, but they lost T.J. Hawkinson. That's huge.
I don't think they started Nick Mullins over Dobbs because Dobbs was hurt. They benched Dobbs.
I like Stick. I was just reading Marcus' comment. My bad. I think Dobbs got hurt, bro. I'm pretty sure.
No, he got benched, and then I think he got hurt at practice or whatever afterwards, but he got benched during a game and he never got back in. He had like 2 good games with the Vikings and then they pulled him.
So I traded this month, bro. Oh my god. I traded him accordingly. That's lovely.
So wait, you what?
And fantasy football, I was just thinking my fantasy football trade when I traded Josh Dobbs for CJ.
For CJ?
CJ Stroud.
You traded Josh Dobbs and got CJ Stroud?
Yeah.
We need to have a conversation with who you made that trade with.
It was a guy. First, I made the trade with a guy, but
Oh, there you go.
Concussion protocol, and that's how I lost this week because I picked Aiden McConnell or whatever his fucking name is for the Raiders instead of fucking Trevor Siemian or Easton Stick. I could literally pick any goddamn other quarterback in the damn shit, and I would have won. I didn't have because I put on Facebook before the game, like you'll think it was like 3 hours before the game, 3 hours before the game, is Josh Jacobs playing. It might have been the day before actually. But I'm thinking like, is he playing? Because I wanted to trade him. I mean, switch him out for a running back that I had, like Chuba Hubbard or Kareem Hunt, because both of those guys played well last week. So I could have traded. That would have been a running back points, and I could have literally got any quarterback other than Aiden. I would have been in the championship in both leagues. I'm in the other league because I lost out in JAFFO league, but in the other league, both of my 40 leagues, I could have been in the championship. Like in the other league I'm in with my cousin and stuff, I'm in the championship right now.
Gotcha. All right.
For you right now. So,
Matt Six, who you got?
That's the Houston game. What game you said?
Packers Vikings.
Yeah, I said Packers.
Oh, you said Packers?
Yeah.
Why do I feel like the Vikings are going to pull this one out?
I don't know. Might be something in your water.
Or something in this. I don't know.
We do got the Niner cap on, so we know something ain't totally right.
Ha! It's all too tight. Too much
This is actually a pretty loose fucking beanie. So
it's a Saran wrap. All right, there's one in the group.
So here's the thing, Kay. For me to get that, I would have. So here's what I'm going to ask you. Can you know how like we do the reactions and stuff like that? How we bring the video up while we're just on the side? Can you do that? Like share the screen and do that?
I think if you click present, you can probably put stuff on there.
But if it's in the group chat, I have to save it and then.
Okay.
convert it into an MP4 and do all the to get it
Well,
in. But if he can share it,
you don't even have to convert it to MP4. All of them are MP4s. When I compress it to the file setting that you asked for, because it all
right? But
starts.
for like I
So
said,
that's
for some reason, when you send it, even though it's an MP4, when you send it, when I save it to my phone and then send it to my email to put it on and everything, or even to upload the video from my phone, it's a movie profile. So my phone saves it as an MOV.
I literally saved it to my phone and emailed it to you, the same file. So that's what I was saying is that could be just your phone, or you might update your phone.
Might need to.
It could be a few different things, you know.
Because
Because
I tried that today with the artist of the week video, and I was like, why the hell did why didn't it go through if he sent it as an MP4? But then when I sent the video to my email, it showed up as an MOV. So I was like, what the fuck?
yeah, I have to log in from my computer, because I'm on my phone, so I can finish editing and stuff.
Mm.
Because I know it won't gonna take long. Because I literally just threw this shit together. Uh, uh,
I mean, we posted on socials and stuff that people can see it there.
yeah, no, like I said, it's only 4 minutes. I'm already done. I'm logging in, opening Chrome right now.
Oh, okay, cool.
So,
So we'll get that with our basically the end of the year highlights, and then when that's done, give our goodbyes and updates and everything else like that, and then have Mad Sticks introduce our artist of the week. But while we're waiting on Kay to get that there so we can see it, oh, he's already getting it up. Let's see. It's in there. There.
All right, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, cool. Because I don't feel like connecting my fucking camera.
Let's see if we
All
do
right. Well, I'll announce it now. It's magic, Marcus. Shit, just sit there and just watch and enjoy yourself. All right, so all right, so right now we got the end of the year highlight tape. I'll say tape because that's what came to mind first. So yeah, we got our end of the year wrap up tape for 2023. I'll say enjoy and all of that jazz and all of that stuff in between. Yeah. So 1 second. I probably should have made it a fucking movie since I know I'm doing it like this now. All right, you still see me?
Yep.
Yep.
Good. All right. Please enjoy. Oh shit! I didn't put no music on it.
It's all good. We're here now.
You can hear it?
Yeah, I can hear it.
All right, cool. Yeah, I didn't put any music on it, so it's just gonna be all stock. Would have been crystal fucking clear if I didn't say that differently. Might as well now. Oh, good. Yeah.
It's coming out clear and everything now.
Yeah. You gotta unmute yourself, guy. Gotta hit the unmute button.
There we go.
There you go.
My bad. See, there you go. Yeah, just a little bit of year in view of some of the things that we have done uh, this year. And again, we are really excited for everything going on for next year. So stay tuned for that. Now, for the end of the show, we just want to give a couple of updates on what's going to be going on. Kay, any updates from you?
Um, I mean, outside of me being completely fucking broken like Mr. Glass, um, no. Make sure. Oh yeah, I do actually. So I had to push it back like a week so I can have time because other videos that popped up. So the River City Tigers video, episode 1 of right now is the working title is the rise of the Tigers, but um, that's just right now. I got to go back and look at the voting because on the team page I put a voting poll on the different names of what they think the name should be because it's about our team. So I think it's only right that I ask everybody on the team. So the last I checked, it was called The Rise of the Tiger. So make sure you guys check out episode 1, The Rise of the Tigers, on January, I'm gonna say 8th, just to be safe, but I'm gonna upload it on the 7th. You're muted, guy. I don't know if you know that because it seems like you were talking.
Yeah, my bad. So yeah, and then keep an eye with the River City Tigers. We'll keep I don't know if the schedule's already come out. But we'll get that soon for the regular season and everything else like that. So stay tuned for that. Again, all of the other projects and stuff that we got coming up this next year that we're excited for, the partnerships that we have going into next year that we're also excited about. So that keep an eye out for that. Before I hand it off to DJ Madsticks, we appreciate the hell out of each and every one of you guys for hanging out with us for this year as well as tonight. Hope everybody had a great Christmas and everybody have a great Happy New Year. We'll see you guys again in 2024. So for myself, JP, for 610 Beast from the Southeast, Mr. Country K and DJ Madsticks, we'll see y'all next time. And Mr. Madsticks, end it off, my friend.
Yeah, we're gonna jump to this video. This is from my boy Jet Black Jess James. The video is called Trap Talk. Go out and get it. Go and enjoy. You know, I met this cat when we did the Young Dro tour earlier with last year. So I met him, and we just recently did a show together not that long ago. So now I DJ for him. We got some other shows we're working on, and you find him, usually catch him with Stewie Up and Baby Bash and them cats. He runs with those guys. But yeah, solid dude. And check out the video. Go support, share, Trap Talk.
This has been a James Gang Music Productions.
Pink runs and blunts, I'm on the highway. The black Frank Sinatra on blocks, I do it my way. Cadillac 7-9 coupe, looking strange. Hammered up, counting my loot. Nigga, cause crime pays. Canoes in the trunks, then boats with the Malay. Everyday Christmas business moving so childlike. Niggas moving funny like they kin to Steve Harvey. Time to gather decorations, throw they ass a party. Around a few blocks, I survived a few streets. I'm the reason niggas' mama was losing that precious sleep. Pull up to my bitch house, she be sending back seat. She can get it to and from with the flu in her sleep. Plus she want the Gucci wags and to sit on the D. Garlic crab, little cash, folks, nothing too stiff. Whole time, all money he ain't paying out deep. After we nut, then I'm gone. Shawty out in these streets. Trap talk. Trap, keep talking to me. Trap talk, trap talk, trap talk. Trap, 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 trap. Trap talk, trap talk, trap talk. I got you, keep talking to me. I got you, trap talk, trap talk, trap talk. Trap, 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 trap.
Rad phone, all gold on the spoke. Set it two up. Baddest hoes, niggas could want. I left a few up. Niggas spoke like he a low. I never knew of him. Clock close. Matter of fact, I rode with two of them. Credit card, Benji's at home. These in lieu of it. East side, where I reside. But all the bruise love. And that goes for the night. That goes for the moves. I had to deal on the life. Frankenstein way before snowfall. This for your baby mama call and get her ass broke off. Yeah, water or the bricks of broke off. This the net, this the rim, here's the rock, now go ball. Go ball, nigga. I've been coaching so long, putting niggas in the game, cause you can't go wrong. Signing up for my team, the list so long. Got a problem way, take your shit and go home. Trap talk, trap talk, trap talk. Trap keep